We're in a world of absolutely instant knowledge obsolescence. And third observation, I was with this company, I was with the CEO talking before I went on stage for a leadership meeting. And he indicated when they bring the typical digital camera to market. This is back in the olden days, 5 years ago. We actually used to buy cameras. You notice we don't even buy cameras anymore? Because we're all doing the photos on our phone. But he indicated when they bring the typical digital camera to market, they figure they've got about 3 to 6 months to sell it before it's obsolete. How do you manage a complicated supply chain in the era of instant obsolescence? You got to make sure you get your products to market and on the shelf of the retailer and available in quantity before they're out of date. That's why my favorite phrase comes from the global media magnate Rupert Murdoch. He observed years ago, if you think about what is going on, there's so much change. It's coming at us from so many different perspectives. It's so overwhelming and overall encompassing that increasingly, it's not history, it's not legacy that defines our success. It's speed, it's agility, it's flexibility. The future belongs to those who are fast. And boy, you're in the forefront of this. As things accelerate and so many trends impact us, and that's the voyage we're going to go on, complexity is only going to increase. The future is coming at us with such staggering speed. It is unbelievable. And I think this is the reality in which we need to take our organizations forward in the future. We tend to overestimate how much change will occur on a 2-year basis. We underestimate how much change will occur on a 10-year basis. The challenge for a lot of organizations today with accelerating trends is, when do we ingest new technologies? When do we ingest new capabilities? When do we align ourselves to the trends that are going to matter so that we don't miss out? How do we get ourselves in a situation in which we don't become involved too early, but we fall behind so that we don't become involved too late? And if you think about complexity going forward into the future, that's the reality, and increasingly, that you are going to have to manage. So I'm going to take you on a bit of a whirlwind tour. I'm going to take you on a tour of the context of the trends, which will result in an acceleration of complexity. And I think the issue is this. You are putting in place very sophisticated tools to help your organization manage a world of increasing complexity. The importance of the infrastructure and the capabilities that you are putting in place is only going to increase. To a degree, the work that you are doing is providing the platform for your organization to better manage, ingest, and deal with the accelerating trends which are going to change your business going forward into the future. One of the books that I wrote is called "The Future Belongs to Those Who Are Fast." And when I was looking at Quintiq and what they do and the platforms that they help you put in place, I realized that the future belongs to those who are fast, but what speed brings is accelerated complexity. And those who can better manage accelerated complexity will be those who are better positioned for the fast-paced future. There are an incredible number of trends coming at you. And it's your ability to ingest those and turn those into opportunities and manage the new challenges they present that will define your success. A lot of folks, what do we do with all these trends? How do we deal with the reality of fast-paced change? And my mantra has always been this: think big, start small, and scale fast. We've got to think really big in terms of where our organizations are going and the transformative trends which are going to redefine. We've got to make sure our organizations have a whole bunch of projects underway to learn about the things that we don't know. Let's build up our experience in all kinds of new skills and capabilities. And then let's make sure that we've got the ability to scale and bring these to reality when we need to. And that's really what you do. You provide your organizations the infrastructure for scale. You provide them the third element in this key innovation mantra of thinking big, starting small, and scaling fast. With that, thank you very much. Have a great conference.